All right. Blessed day, you guys. And as you all know, it ain't Wednesday, but it's a word. You got some praise. You got some praise. All right. Let's get into it. All right, you guys. So as you know, this is a word for word Bible study, and it's been a long time coming, right? It's been about a week or two since we did our last one. My apologies, but let's not dwell on that. What do? We read the word together. We marinate in it. If God gives me something to give you guys, of course I share it. We are currently on 1 Samuel chapter 9. Yes, and let's just do a quick recap of 1 Samuel chapter 8. We know it ended with the people asking Samuel for a king, and he's so discouraged. Like, he's led them great and strong, and the Lord told Samuel, don't be angry with them. It's not you that they are denying, it's me. You know what I'm saying? And Samuel's just so hurt because, like, haven't y'all been watching anything I've been doing, right? And so now God said to grant them a king, but let them know what they're going to go through with this king. And basically all the things that we go through today, God basically told them they would go through back then. We ain't nothing but a little history repeating. But yeah, so now we are in 1 Samuel chapter 9, and God is about to appoint Israel's first king. And let that be a trivia question for you guys. Who was Israel's first king? If you said Saul, you would be correct. And you guys already know Saul was no nonsense, right? So let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into this word. Yes. All right, guys, here's that word. I like to read it, write it, listen to it, marinate in it, right? I like to use my notepad above holding the Bible because I'm always writing little side notes. And if God gives me a word while I'm reading and I'm going through my Bible, I like to write it down immediately so I can give it to you guys. We don't always do Bible study when we want to, right? So I don't want to forget the jewels that God gave me to give to you guys. So without further ado, 1 Samuel chapter 9. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I haven't had time to really study the names. Usually I study the names, so I'm accurate now. So I might get them wrong. I will drop them down, and I'm letting you know right now I'll do another video with the proper pronunciation of them. Let's get into it. 9:1. There was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, son of Abiel, son of Zeror, son of Bechorath, son of Aphiah, a Benjaminite, a man of substance. A man of substance. That's a nice way to put it. And you guys already know the Benjaminites. He had a son whose name was Saul, an excellent young man. No one among the Israelites were more handsomer than he. He was a head taller than any of the people. 9:3. Once the asses of Saul's father Kish went astray, and Kish said to his son Saul, "Take along one of the servants and go out and look for the asses." He passed into the hill country of Ephraim. He crossed the district of Shalishah, but they did not find them. They passed through the district of Shalim, but they were not there. They traveled the entire territory of Benjamin, and still they did not find them. 9:5. When they reached the district of Zuppah, Saul said to the servant who was with him, "Let us turn back, or my father will stop worrying about the asses and will begin to worry about us." But he replied, "There is a man of God in that town, and the man is highly esteemed. Everything that he says comes true. Let us go there. Perhaps he will tell us about the errand on which we set out." And you guys already know that great man, that a highly esteemed man, is no other than Samuel. Let's just talk about that for a moment. The fact that they had never met Samuel. They just heard of him. Baby, when God has imprinted on you, when God's hand is on you, he will put your name in places that you haven't even stepped in yet. He will have people talking about you that you've never met. Good about you, heard nothing but good things. Baby, they had never seen Samuel, but they knew that he was highly esteemed and highly trusted, and God knew him. Anything that God told him, it came true. Let's go ask him. People will be coming to you. You'll be thinking, I'm not knowledgeable in this. Nah, baby. It's certain places that you can go that you ain't go to school for. You ain't got the degree for, but God sent you there. Never underestimate a position that you got and you be like, I don't know how I got here. I'm Googling everything. Baby, God put you there. Let's keep going. 9:7. But if we go, Saul said to his servant, what can we bring to the man? For the food in our bags is all gone, and there's nothing we can bring to the man of God as a present. What have we got? And let me just say, I know this is going to rub some of y'all the wrong way, but when they are touched by God, and I'm saying, not saying all preachers are, but when you have a touched man of God, and you know this is a good leader, they're supposed to have good things. You're supposed to do tithe and offering. Let me just say this. Tithing is at 10% to God. That is saying, God, I give you my first fruits. So no matter if that's a good man of God or not, you won't be judged by what you put in there. God's going to bless you because you said, God, I want you to have my first fruits. Offering is more like saying, man of God, I trust your judgment. You are a great leader. Man of God, let me give you this to help you keep these lights on in this place. Man of God, let me give you this to say thank you for that magnificent word that you gave me today to help me move on, to like help me break past trauma. Help me get through things that I never thought I'd be able to be release those shackles off of me. You know what I mean? They should have good things, guys. I happen to have a quarter shekel of silver. I can give that to the man of God, and he will tell us about our errand. Formerly in Israel, 9:9. Formerly in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, he would say, come, let us go see the seer. For the prophet of today was formerly called a seer. So, you know, I know some of you be thinking, oh, that's witchcraft, that's sorcery. But know that the name seer originated from a powerful person of God, someone who talked to God and they prophesied the word of God and it came true. Let's keep going. Y'all know the devil try to steal anything, try to steal everything. That's why it's good not to just be spiritual and believe in God. 9:10. Saul said to his servant, a good idea, let us go. And they went to the town where the man of God lived. 9:11. As they were climbing the ascent of the town, they met some girls climbing. Oh, so I wonder if he lived on the mountaintop or something like that. Because it says as they were climbing. As they were climbing the ascent of the town, they met some girls coming out to draw water. And they asked them, is the seer in town? Yes, they replied. He is up there ahead of you. Hurry, for he has just come to town because the people have a sacrifice at the shrine today. 9:13. As soon as you enter the town, you will find him before he goes up to the shrine to eat. The people will not eat until he comes, for he must first bless the sacrifice, and only then will the guests eat. Go up at once, for you will find him right away. 9:14. And now remember, God already told Samuel who the next king is going to be. It is no coincidence that Samuel is in the spot that he in right at this very moment. He is expecting. So they went up to the town, and as they were entering the town, Samuel came out toward them on his way up to the shrine. 9:15. Now the day before Saul came, the Lord had revealed the following to Samuel. At this time tomorrow, I will send a man to you from the territory of Benjamin, and you shall anoint him ruler over my people, Israel. Now remember, this isn't the Saul that God took sight. So I don't want y'all to mix them up. You remember the Saul that they always talk about who was killing all these people? He sat up there and watched Stephen get stoned and everything, and God took his sight. Then he ended up a place and God sent a man to him. I can't think of his name right now. I'll drop it down. And he gave him his sight back, and he turned his life around. He started speaking the gospel. And there was many people he couldn't reach at first because they were terrified of him. Like, nah, we remember what you did. So let's just reread. So he that first sentence up ahead, that first verse. At this time tomorrow, I will send a man to you from the territory of Benjamin, and you shall anoint him ruler over my people Israel. He will deliver my people from the hands of the Philistines, for I have taken note of the plight of my people. Their outcry has come to me. As soon as Samuel saw Saul, the Lord declared to him, this is the man that I told you would govern my people. Saul approached Samuel inside the gate and said to him, tell me, please, where is the house of the seer? 9:19. And Samuel answered Saul, I am the seer. Go up ahead of me to the shrine, for you shall eat with me today. And in the morning I will let you go after telling you whatever may be on your mind. 9:20. And mind you, God has already told Samuel what Saul is here for. That's why, oh my God. Oh, let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Oh. 9:20. As for your asses that strayed 3 days ago, this is crazy because it's like as soon as I'm about to tell you something, it's right here in the word. God, like, girl, just read the word. It's coming. was coming. I done read it so much, I'm telling y'all what's going to happen right before it happened. 9:20. As for your asses that strayed 3 days ago, do not concern yourself about them, for they have been found. And for whom is all Israel yearning, if not for you and all your ancestral house? I know Saul like, oh, what you talking about, Cletus? I just came here about some asses. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm gonna be great. What you talking about? 9:21. Saul replied, but I am only a Benjaminite, for the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my clan is the least of all the clans of the tribes of Benjamin. Why do you say such things to me? Guys, are you brave enough to answer the call? Are you brave enough to walk by faith? Do you trust God? What if God told you were going to be magnificent? You were going to change the world. Me? God, I come from a crackhead mama and a drunk daddy. Me? God, I came from adoption. I'm an orphan. Ain't nobody want me. Me? We've seen this before, y'all. We've seen this before. We've seen it with Gideon, right? He was praying to the Lord, and the Lord told him, it's going to be you. You're going to be the one to make the change. And Gideon said, me? Baby, I'm the poorest of my clan. We don't have nothing. Me? And man, God did the miraculous with Gideon. And just so you can know a little bit about the background, you know, technically, Benjamin is Manasseh and Ephraim's uncle. You know, we hear about him like being the last of the tribe, right? The baby boy, but and Manasseh and Ephraim, I think, are the first oldest. But what happened was Jacob adopted them. He adopted them so they can have a part of the inheritance. So they didn't come from the loins of Israel, but he brought them in and made them their own so they could be a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Let's keep going, guys. 9:22. Samuel took Saul and his servant and brought them into the hall and gave them a place at the head of the guests, who was numbered about 30. Baby set him at the head of the table where the masters eat, where the king eats. And Samuel said to the cook, bring the portion which I gave you to set aside. The cook lifted up the thigh and the broad tail, what was on it, and set it before Saul. Baby, the choice meat. Baby, the oxtail. I don't know how good the oxtails be. And Samuel said, what has been reserved is set before you. Eat. It has been kept for you for this occasion. When I said I was inviting the people, so Saul ate with Samuel that day. Now, mind you, this is like a dream to him. This can't be real. What is going on? I come from a family in Benjamin. Disgrace has been brought upon Benjamin. And I got the least in Benjamin. So, you know, the Benjaminites, they probably even treat them even more poorly. You know how it is. Like the gingers get treated. Okay. Y'all know what I was thinking. Anyways. 9:25. They then descended from the shrine to the town, and they spread a bed for Saul on the roof, and he lay down. Samuel talked with Saul on the roof. I was like, man, ugh. God, I don't know if this is real or not. But may it never end. May it never end. What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh, Lord, I'm scared and nervous. I don't know. You know, all these emotions are running through his mind. 9:26. Early at the break of day, Samuel called to Saul on the roof, and he said, get up, and I will send you off. Saul arose, and the two of them, Samuel and Saul, went outside. As they were walking toward the end of town, Samuel said to Saul, tell the servant to walk ahead of us. And he walked ahead. But you stop here a moment, and I will make known to you the word of God. Let me tell you something. Saul don't even know he's about to be king over Israel. And as we get further in the text, you're going to see he hiding when Samuel declared him king over all of Israel in front of Israel, because the enemy starts talking to him. You ain't worthy enough. You little broke bitty lame boy, you ain't got it. But we're going to get into that later. But it's the fact that right now, he thinking it can't get no better than this. He doesn't even know, guys, that he is about to be anointed king. And I want y'all to let that sit with y'all. Because sometimes we get so comfortable with the little things. Baby, this is enough for me. When what God got for you is far beyond what the imagination can even fathom. What did God say? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, the mind can't even begin to fathom what I would do for those who love me. Don't sell yourself short, baby. Some of y'all have gotten the bare minimum. And I'm not saying don't be grateful for the little things, but what I'm saying is up them prayers, love. Up them prayers. The things that we ask for are so superficial. You're standing before a God who created everything, a God of life, an omnipresent God. When he spoke it, it was made good right in that moment. If you had someone before you that you could ask for anything, be anything, get anything, why would you just settle for a little house? Why would you just settle for a little car? Why would you just settle for a little promotion on a job? Nah. Make bigger prayers, make deeper prayers, make intentional prayers. Because a lot of that stuff is worldly, you guys. Instead of just praying for a home, pray for the home that God desires you to live in. And just instead of praying for a car, pray for what God desires for you to have. Instead of always coming to God saying, oh God, I want this and I want that. You're before someone who created this earth. God, show me what you have for me. I want what you have for me, God. Let the blessings that you designed for me start pouring in, Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for your provisions and your love and your grace, overflowing mercy on my life, baby. And just see how good it can get. Don't believe it, just watch. And that is the end of chapter 9.